Have you ever wondered what it's like in the world's toughest prison? An unsettling question indeed. Prisons, by their very nature, evoke a sense of curiosity mingled with fear. They represent a world hidden behind high walls and stringent rules. Yet, it's the notorious ones, the prisons known for their harsh conditions, that truly capture our imagination. Today, we're embarking on a chilling exploration, an exploration that will lead us into the depths of what's deemed the world's toughest prison. Welcome to the journey into the heart of darkness, the world's toughest prison. To understand the very essence of this prison, we must travel back in time. Our journey takes us back to the early dawn of the 19th century, a time when the world was a vastly different place, a time when the concept of imprisonment as punishment was just taking root. This is when our story begins. In the heart of an unnamed country, a place known for its harsh landscapes and harsher rulers, a decision was made. A decision that would echo through the ages, leaving a chilling legacy. The decision to construct the world's toughest prison. The prison was born out of a necessity for control, a demand for order amidst chaos. The rulers of the time, seeing the rise of crime and disorder, felt the need to establish a symbol that would serve as a deterrent, a stark reminder of the consequences of straying from the path of law and order. The task fell upon an architect, whose name has been lost to the annals of time, but whose creation endures. This architect, guided by a vision of containment and punishment, designed a prison unlike any other. With towering walls and narrow corridors, the prison was a labyrinth of despair, designed to both house and break the spirits of those who dared defy the law. As the prison took shape, the whispers of its formidable reputation started to spread. The prison wasn't merely a place of confinement. It was a place where hope was extinguished, where the human spirit was tested to its limits. Today, we look back at this time and can't help but marvel at the audacity of such a creation. The prison, a chilling reminder of a time when punishment was the only form of justice, stands as a testament to the darkest aspects of human nature. The establishment of this prison was not just about building walls and cells. It was a statement, a declaration of power and control. It was the embodiment of fear and the epitome of dread. The prison's foundation laid the groundwork for a place of dread and despair. The prison walls have seen more than you can imagine. Within the confines of these cold stone boundaries, life unravels in a way that's far removed from what many of us know. The air is thick with a sense of dread and hopelessness that's almost palpable. It's a place where the sun rarely shines, where the harsh conditions are as unforgiving as the prison guards themselves. The daily life of an inmate here is a ceaseless cycle of monotony and hardship. The day begins with a harsh jangle of alarm bells, followed by a quick, meager breakfast. Then comes the labor, back-breaking work that lasts until the evening, with only a brief respite for a scanty lunch. The meals are basic, the nutrition minimal. These prisoners don't just serve time, they endure it. Every moment in this place is a stark reminder of their confinement. The prison uniform they wear, the barred windows they look through, every corner and crevice of their tiny cells, everything screams of their captivity. The regime here is as strict as it gets. There's no room for leniency, no space for mercy. Even the smallest infraction is met with swift and harsh punishment. The guards are ever watchful, their eyes constantly scanning for any sign of deviance. In this place, basic human rights seem like a distant dream. The inmates are stripped of their dignity, their freedom, their very essence as individuals. They are reduced to mere numbers, their identities lost in the vast sea of faces that populate the prison. The severity of this place is beyond words. It's a world where hope is a luxury few can afford. It's a life that's lived in constant fear, in perpetual darkness. But it's a reality for the countless souls who find themselves trapped within these walls. An existence within these walls is a life lived in shadows. The silent walls of the prison echo stories of countless incidents. When we turn the pages of this dark history book, we find tales that are as chilling as the prison's icy walls. There have been moments that shook the prison's very foundation, and we must remember them not for their dramatic flair, but for the lessons they impart. Consider the infamous riot of 1979, where tensions that had been simmering for years finally erupted. Inmates, pushed to the brink by overcrowded conditions and harsh treatment, took control of the prison for 72 harrowing hours. The aftermath was a chilling reminder of the depths to which humanity can sink when pushed to the edge. Then there's the tale of the daring escape in 1986. 4 inmates, fueled by desperation and resilience, planned and executed an escape that seemed straight out of a Hollywood script. Through a network of tunnels carved over months of painstaking work, they fled, leaving behind a prison that had been their world for years. Their freedom was short-lived, but their story serves as a testament to the human spirit's unyielding will to survive. And who can forget the chilling incident of 1993? An inmate, driven to madness by the prison's oppressive regime, took his own life. This tragic event sent shockwaves through the prison community, prompting calls for reform and shedding light on the mental health crisis within these cold walls. These are but snippets of the prison's dark past. They are stories of despair and hope, violence and survival, oppression and resistance. They are a reminder that behind the prison's towering walls are human beings, each with their own story to tell. But these stories are not to be glorified or sensationalized. They are cautionary tales, that reminders of the consequences of a system that too often forgets its purpose, not just to punish, but to rehabilitate. These incidents are but echoes of the past, reverberating through the prison's cold, hard walls. The world's toughest prison is a reminder of an unforgiving reality. It is a stark monolith that stands tall, a symbol of our society's struggle with the concept of justice, of punishment and rehabilitation. For some, it's a necessary evil, a place where the worst of the worst are sent to pay for their transgressions. For others, it's a monument to a system that has lost its way, a system that prioritizes punishment over rehabilitation. The existence of such a formidable institution raises an age-old question. Is the purpose of prison to punish or rehabilitate? It's a debate that has raged on for centuries and continues to this day. Those who advocate for harsher prisons argue that they act as a deterrent, discouraging potential criminals by presenting a glimpse of the harsh consequences that await them. They see the world's toughest prison as a necessary evil, a tool to maintain order and protect the innocent. On the other side of the coin are those who see these institutions as a sign of a society that has lost its way. They argue that the focus on punishment over rehabilitation is misguided, that by treating prisoners as irredeemable, we are only perpetuating a cycle of crime and violence. They believe that even the most hardened criminals can be redeemed, that with the right support and guidance, they can reintegrate into society and lead productive lives. But the reality remains that the world's toughest prison exists. It stands as a stark reminder of the consequences of stepping outside the bounds of law and order. It's a sobering testament to society's ongoing struggle with the concept of justice, a struggle that is as old as civilization itself. The prison, in all its harshness, is a mirror that reflects the society that created it. It is a manifestation of our collective fears, our desire for justice, and our struggle to reconcile the need for punishment with the hope for rehabilitation. The prison stands as a testament to humanity's capacity for both cruelty and resilience. The world's toughest prison, a place of fear, a symbol of despair, or a beacon of justice. As we've ventured through the darkest corners of the world's most formidable prison, we've unearthed a history steeped in harsh realities. Born from the necessity to contain those deemed too dangerous for society, this prison has seen it all. From notorious criminals to infamous incidents, it stands as a testament to humanity's enduring struggle between law and chaos. The conditions within these walls are often described as hell on earth. Overcrowding, violence, and a lack of basic human rights all paint a stark picture of life inside. Yet, it is within these grim confines that some find a twisted form of order, a rigid structure that paradoxically gives them a sense of security. Throughout its existence, this prison has been the epicenter of countless debates and controversies. Its existence raises critical questions about our society, our values, and our understanding of justice. It forces us to confront the uncomfortable truth about the lengths we are willing to go to maintain order and safety. But amidst the despair and fear, there are also stories of hope, of redemption, and of change. These tales remind us that even in the most unforgiving circumstances, the human spirit can persevere. As we leave the shadowy confines of this prison, one question remains. Is this the justice we want, or is this the justice we need?